What's up, everybody? Today I want to talk to you a little bit about, this is kind of like an in-between season 1 of the 3ds Max tutorials and season 2, and that something that's very important I find is that everybody look at a bunch of tutorials and they learn effects that they can make with those tutorials, but they don't really look at the tools and realize what they can do with those tools to put them together to make a bigger effect. So I wanted to break down the taco reveal shot and kind of take you guys through the entire process of from idea to completed effect, and like how we go about looking at an effect like that and thinking like, okay, we got the idea, now how do we best shoot for it? How do we best set ourselves up so we'll be able to do the effect for it and come up with what techniques? Because really, this commercial pretty much revolved around this single effect. We wanted to kind of combine a bunch of different things and kind of make this like, I don't know, this goofy looking thing. And very early on, we're like, well, we had this effect that we did for old school versus new school, where we took and we modeled stuff roughly and then kind of voxelized it and created that look. And so like, let's do a similar thing. Since this is like a taco printer from the future, let's make it like kind of a half digital, half organic kind of printing. So first it comes through the wave and like digitizes it, and then it like refines it into its final taco shape later on. It's actually not that hard of a step to track a 3D shot and add in there. So that's like an extra layer of handheldness, and since it kind of supports the piece and that we were already doing, like, it's like, what shot would we have shot if we really had a 3D taco printer? It's like, well, I'd be sitting there, I'd be pushing in on it. So we shoot that shot, we track it, and that track is going to help. Just like District 9, the aliens looked really good because you had all these like really shaky, zoomy, out of focus, like in and out of focus shots. Same thing can work for VFX. The first thing to do is line up some scene geometry. So we model that taco, line it up so that we have a CG taco sitting there lined up. Once that's all lined up and squared away, you know you got that locked in there. So it's going to move right at that point. So the second step is take it and figure out how we're going to make it spawn in. And so we took the taco that was modeled, used a plugin to make it voxelized, and then we went and we took actually a modifier on it. So once we had the taco, we used a slice modifier to just make it so we could animate the slice going up through it. So it goes like right up through it. Rendered that out, and now we have that into After Effects. So you put it into After Effects, and now it doesn't look cool yet. It's just an effect of a taco, sitting there, your 3D taco, and it prints over the other taco, and it approximately lines up right and looks right. So now on the compositing. First step, paint out the other taco. As your printed taco comes up, kind of manifest the taco into there. While you'd think initially that you'd shoot, shoot the thing and then add the taco in coming in there, it's actually what we find is often it's easier to paint something out than it is to paint something in. So the first thing that we did is shot the plate with the taco. We had the taco propped up in there and shot the master money shot with the taco in there. Once we were happy with that shot, took the taco out of it. From the exact same angle, just kind of shot like the same general camera movement going in with it. Just to make sure we had all the coverage from different angles for potentially painting it in. After that point on, it's all onto the bells and whistles. If you look at it right now, it doesn't look like anything fancy, and this is something I really wanted you guys to see, is that you don't have to complete your effect in 3ds Max. You can get your effect, so you have like that's kind of like more where you get your building blocks, where you get your raw materials, and then all your finishing, all your work, that's all done in compositing. It's all about adding the lasers in there, the lasers that go with it, adding the like little like bar of heat in there, adding the little smoke, that's just like some Action Essential smoke in there that makes it so it wafts up. Taking the lasers and giving them little lens flares. We use optical flares for the plugin to give it like that glitz on top of it, kind of paint it all together. And after that, you can complete the effects. I'm going to kind of go back through a lot of our previous videos, go through like some of the key effects, and kind of give a similar breakdown to this, so you guys see like what kind of the thought process is. Ideally, you're learning all these different tools, and you're thinking of you're basically looking at your CG skills, your VFX skills as like a tool shed, and you're like, today if I take this and combine it with this and combine it with that, then I can create something new and original like that. And as you add new skills, you can make more complex and crazier effects and vary it up a little bit. So glad you guys liked the commercial. Glad you guys liked the taco spawn effect. I got a lot of questions about it on Twitter. Keep tweeting me ideas that you guys want for season 2 of the 3ds Max tutorials. Those are definitely coming up shortly. I'm kind of compiling all these ideas, and I'm rebuilding and getting ready to deliver you guys like an awesome like 10 episode series of those. So look forward to it, and thanks for watching, guys.